Hi there, Malcolm here with my 259th Booktube video, hailing from sunny Wales. Yes, I'm staying in that castle at the moment, and I'm bringing you a book review for The King's Buccaneer by Raymond E. Feist. This is book 8 of the Rift World trilogy, or the Rift War trilogy. And the second book of the Sons of Crondor. Yes, I only have my mobile phone and no editing software, so please excuse the pregnant pauses as I desperately try and glean some sort of evidence of what I'm trying to say, and all the mis-sayings as well. So, this book is a fantasy book set in Buccaneer, which is a stereotypical Western fantasy land. And quite a lot of time has passed since the Rift War and other events, and we're following the children of the king, who was one of the heroes in the first books, as they go off on their various adventures. Book 1 of this duology, Prince of the Blood, followed the older two sons as they go on their adventure, and this follows, I believe it's Nicholas. Yes, Nicholas, the third son, who he's a bit of a stay-at-home. He was born with a club foot and has been more looked after and mollycoddled than the rest. But the king feels that he's become a bit soft and has sent him off to Crydee, one of the duckies, to... What? So we're going to do that. To try and harden him up a bit and learn what it is to be a man. He's not been there long when they are raided. He's out on a hunting party with the Duke, and raiders come and pretty much burn the entire place to the ground, and they come back to find a lot of dead people and a lot of missing people has been taken by apparent slavers. However, the plot is much more involved than that, and there's a chase halfway across the world to try and track down where these missing people have gone and who's behind the main attack. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's quite a thick book, over 600 pages, a bit of a tome, and I wasn't bored once. I mean, you get sort of bogged down in the minutiae of everyday living. When he gets to Crydee, he becomes a squire to the Duke, and his best friend Harry becomes squire to the Duke's son Marcus. And there's also a bit of love rivalry between Marcus and Nicholas and Abigail, and the young wizard, his name escapes me, and Anthony I think it is, and Harry over the Duke's daughter. But obviously various differences are put aside when they go on their rescue. And we've got some old heroes from the first book, so it's nice seeing Amos Trask back again, who's now Admiral of the King's Fleet and all that. And of course the great magician Pug, who we follow in the first 3 books, has a bit of an appearance as well. Not a huge amount, I mean he's got a very significant role in it, but very much behind the scenes. So it's nice seeing some of the familiar faces. And yeah, it was a really enjoyable adventure story. A bit of an investigation first, seeing what's going on, who's behind it, follow the trail back to here and then to here. And then pick up a few more characters along the way. And yeah, I enjoyed the whole lot entirely. Again, I think Raymond's got a little bit better at writing female characters. The first 3 books, the female characters were very flat, you know, the stereotypical princess to go rescued or waiting for a hero to come home. The 3 he wrote with Jenny Wirtz in the Empire trilogy was much better, very strong female characters than that. And so I think he has learned some things from Jenny, and so the female characters in here are more numerous. They do have a few join their team as they go on the adventures. And yeah, they're pretty decent characters as well. They're not just cardboard cutout, here's the woman in the team. So I appreciated that aspect as well. It was perhaps a little long, but it's only because I'm trying to read so many books and I want to get through so many that spending a lot of time on one book did grate a bit, but that's not the book's fault really. So yeah, I'll say this is worth reading definitely, and probably even booktastic. You don't really need to read anything else in the series. There are a few callbacks, particularly to A Darkness at Sethenon, which I believe was book 3 of the original Rift War cycle. Because there is a big mysterious bad in the background, some Lord Sauron type character, who we still don't really know who he is or what he's up to. But every now and again some bad thing happens and we need him to be the villain to cause this mischief. So I think we learn a little bit more about him, but again, he's just there, he's just the big bad, cause these things to happen. So, have you read any of the Rift War series? Do you enjoy them? Do you not? Which is your favourite Rift War cycle? Comments down below, please. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and other YouTubey things if you want. And as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you, and until next time, see you later.